Hi guys, and thank you for joining me back here again on the 401 Files. It's an absolute pleasure to have each and every one of you back here with me. The response that the last video got that I posted regarding SpaceX's Starlink has been amazing. Comments keep coming in even now. You guys are sharing lots of interesting theories and thoughts about Starlink. So in today's video we're going to tackle some of those thoughts that's been brought forward, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this. So stay tuned to the end, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that thumbs up as we always say. In my first video I mentioned that there would be a lot of people with sightings and strange things occurring around Starlink. Well, as of last night that seems to be the case. My Facebook and Facebook in general was blowing up with thousands of statuses, people claiming to have seen not only Starlink but strange things happening in and around Starlink. The last video that I've just posted recently, I think it was only yesterday, regarding SpaceX and Starlink has had such a reception. I can't thank you guys enough. Even now comments are still flying in. I've had the whole spectrum of theories coming in from you guys, from everything regarding 5G to surveillance and even flat earth. So you guys, thank you so much. This is what we're all about here. Everybody gets their say, and we don't always have to agree with that. There's things I don't agree with, there's things I don't believe in, but here on the conspiracy channel, the 401 Files, everybody gets a voice. So thank you so much for that. Like I said, it's been interesting reading through some of your comments. I hope that I've managed to get back to as many of you as I can. I always try to do that. That's one of my main aims, is always to reply to you guys who take the time and effort to watch my content and leave me a comment. So thank you so much to all you people that did do that. Today's video is going to be me touching on a few things that I had mentioned previously in the last video. Obviously things have changed since then, more people have seen Starlink and more theories have come in to expand my train of thought. So we're going to go over a few of those theories, a few of what I've started to think about differently. Without further ado, let's jump straight into this one. Welcome back guys, hopefully you all grabbed yourself a coffee during the intro there, got yourself comfy, ready for the beginning of this next video. Before I dive into this, I want to give a quick shout out to That Spooky Lifestyle. That Spooky Lifestyle has an Instagram page as well as a YouTube channel, and I will leave links here as well so you guys can go check her work out. She covers all the things that we like to talk about here on the 401 Files, whether it be dogmen, werewolves, UFOs, anything cryptid, anything considered thought-provoking, she covers it. Head over there now. Like I said, I will leave links. You guys can show your support and tell her that you got here from 401 Files as well. That's super important. Once you're over on Instagram guys, please do remember that I'm over there as 401 Files. So if you just head over to my Instagram page as well and hit that follow button, I will really much appreciate that. Thank you so much. What I'm finding recently is that I'm posting like 3 times a day, and a lot of you guys are liking the work that I'm posting, but not many people click that follow button. So if you can, please do remember to do that. And like I said, I really do appreciate it. One of the great points that kept coming up yesterday in the comments box was, why are we only seeing Starlink now? Why is it that Starlink was released on the 24th of March 2019 and yet in the last 2 days we've seen it twice fly over the UK? Why have we never seen it before this time? It was very interesting as well for me to look at the contrast in opinions and theories. Like, I had a percentage of people down in the comments box saying that this would be almost child's play to any intelligent being out there in the universe. Then the other side of people were saying no, they definitely would be intrigued and this would cause reason for closer inspection. So the two sides of people, one thinking that intelligent beings are super intelligent, that this would almost be old news to them, and then the other side saying, well actually no, they would be so intrigued as to what's flying around in the Earth's atmosphere that wasn't there only a few years ago. So that was super interesting for me to see the contrast in people's thoughts on how they think intelligent life would react. That was mainly the reason I asked the question yesterday, is let me know what you think UFOs or intelligent beings would look at this like. I think that my opinion is somewhere in between. Like, I think that extraterrestrials or intelligent beings would look at Starlink floating around in the Earth's atmosphere as child's play, as old news, been there, done that kind of mentality. But at the same time as well, I think they would be quite intrigued. I mean, we finished using tools in the way that apes use tools thousands of years ago, but when we see a monkey or an ape using a tool to fish out a treat from a bowl, we get super excited about that. So I think the extraterrestrials, as far more advanced than us that they are, would still be intrigued by seeing us launch Starlink up into our atmosphere. I mentioned in the previous video only yesterday that there would be some kind of a media frenzy. I saw status after status after status on Facebook of people saying, I'm familiar with Starlink, I've seen Starlink before, this wasn't Starlink, one of the satellites moved out of the train and overtook the first view, and many different things that just didn't fit typical Starlink behaviour were being reported and shared on Facebook. So as more and more of your comments started to flood into my comments box below on yesterday's video, I started to go down another rabbit hole, another way of thinking, and what I started to think was, I don't ever recall Elon Musk asking for permission to fire Starlink to the Earth's atmosphere. And it might seem far-fetched, but if the Earth has been sat in a quiet corner of the solar system for thousands and thousands of years, right now with Starlink flying around our atmosphere, we must stick out like a sore thumb. Now when I say it might sound far-fetched, potentially what Elon has done is give our position away, which could lead to some kind of alien invasion. Now I know that sounds far-fetched, but I'm sure that when people said that Titanic can't be sunk and it was sunk by an iceberg, that also sounds far-fetched. What I'm trying to say is that these things do happen and can happen. Which leads me to my next question for you guys. Do you think that it's better and more wise we stay hidden? Or do you think we should be trying to get our presence out there and make contact? Now making contact with an extraterrestrial race was something that Stephen Hawking spoke against for many, many years during his time on this planet. I'll be interested to know what you guys think. Again, should we stay hidden or should we try and make contact? I've always believed that the government are in possession of far more sophisticated technologies than we're aware of. I've also believed that the government know about a lot more things informational wise, whether it be out in the universe or here on Earth, way before any media outlets like the papers or the news stations. And this was highlighted by Gary McKinnon. Gary McKinnon was a UK hacker who broke into NASA's computer systems in search for suppressed technologies, specifically UFO technologies. Gary swears that he found evidence of these suppressed technologies. Now you might be sat there thinking, well, what has this got to do with Starlink? Well, I always think that little pieces of the puzzle are put in place to make sense of the bigger picture. The bigger picture here is that there is going to be an increase in UFO sightings over the next few years. Now they have to do something about that. They can't just know that there's going to be an increase in UFO phenomena and not do anything to help suppress that from the public. So Starlink is that tiny piece going into the puzzle, because Starlink will obviously muddy the waters and Starlink will be confused with UFOs. Therefore we know in the next few years there's going to be hundreds and hundreds increased sightings of legitimate UFOs. How can we tell people that that is not what they're seeing? We can create Starlink. I'm not saying that they've created Starlink specifically for this, but it definitely would help in aiding keep control of the people. This has happened in our history already. Like, we've already seen how easy the government found it to brush aside the Phoenix Lights. Something as big as the Phoenix Lights. Hundreds, if not thousands of people saw the Phoenix Lights that night, and many of those said it was like something from another planet. Yet here the government come with very simple explanations of flares or military aircraft dropping flares or people jumping out the back of a plane parachuting. And yet this story, one of the biggest mass sightings in human history of UFOs, was brushed to the side. Now imagine when we've got 42,000 satellites all in a long train orbiting the Earth. Can you imagine how easy that's going to be for the government to brush any UFO report to the side? There we have it guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this chat with me today regarding Starlink from SpaceX. I've no doubt that I'll have to make a follow-up video at some point in the future regarding this, because there is going to be so many more UFO reports coming forward, and some of those will be legit like I've mentioned. Keep your eyes to the skies guys, question everything, and until next time, I'll see you on the next one.